Hello, my human beings. I'm so happy. I'm so happy again to be back. I actually missed you. I missed being alive. I missed talking to you. So it's been a while because I have been very busy. I did mention that during my last life. And change of plans, of course. Today we're supposed to talk about self-care, self-love, and how to love yourself again. However, I got asked to actually talk about how to deal with losing things, material things, and how to deal with that, because we tend to attach ourselves to things that are external. But I will go deeper about that subject today in today's life, because I've been informed that I don't watch news, but this lady, she contacted me and said, Sylvia, look, I actually have some money invested in crypto, and now the crypto is going down as crazy. I'm freaking out here. Can you help me how to deal with that? So I'm like, oh, okay, that's something really new as such. But I said, yes, okay, I will. So we did, did message each other, but I have decided to use that as today's topic. That kind of really touched me. That really touched me, and I felt somehow maybe not responsible, but a bit of me, yes. I felt like, oh my god, like that could be prevented. I want to believe. Maybe it wasn't able to, but I still have hope, and I really want to believe that it could be prevented. So this is why I'm doing this live. So for any of you who is struggling right now, who lost some of materialistic things and don't know how to deal with that, coping, this life is especially for you. Why do we go into the huge despair when we are losing materialistic things? What is happening within us that we feel like we can't deal with things when we are losing something? When it's our attachment. We are attaching ourselves hugely to materialistic things. Things that are external, things that are outside of us, we are giving them much more value than actually themselves it has. We make them to be like, we have those things on the pedestal. We have those things as bigger, better than us. And we want to believe that once we have it, we need to hold on to it because there's lack. Because we are afraid that if we are losing it, there's no way we can get it back. When we are so attached to things like, your car, your money, your house, your purse, your shoes, books, everything, like it's outside, we are holding them because they have an emotional meaning for us. It maybe gives us a sense of security. Maybe it helps us see our own worth. Maybe when we are, have nice clothes on, like nice shoes, and maybe that somehow helps us feel more good enough. So you can see how we are the attachment that we are creating with those materialistic things are purely based on our emotions, how we feel about having those things. It's not the other way around, because the thing itself is just a thing. And let's say the same pair of shoes, or the same pair, let's say €1,000, will have the same meaning, but also will have a different meaning to other people. So some people will see €1,000 as a huge amount of money. The other people might feel like, that's very little. So really, it's you are given the meaning to other things, the things that are outside of you. The thing itself I don't want to say it's meaningless, but those things are just the way they are. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not huge amount of value, and it's not less. They are just the way they are. But we, people, are giving them a meaning. And when we start to put those things much more higher than actually we are creating very unhealthy relationship with those things. We are then more clingy, more needy. It's based, that relationship that you are creating with the other things, it's based on fear, lack, insecurities. Imagine if you would have a person-to-person relationship, and if that relationship was built on lack, on fear, lack of trust, that there is more love, that this person is going to love me more, is going to love me back. Would that be a very healthy relationship? Would that relationship last? No way. No way something like that would last, because that is very unhealthy relationship. So really, coming back to you and how this is the moment where you need to start to realize and reevaluate your own relationship with things that are around you. Number one, if you bought them, they belong to you, but what makes you think that you can't buy them again if something happened to that, or if you lost it? You see, you need to start thinking about yourself as, I trust myself enough that if I lose any of those things, I can recreate it, because I did it once, so I can redo it again. And we forget that very often. We think that if we got the expensive purse that costs few thousands, now like we need to really hold on to this purse very tight, because oh my god, it's going, what if, who would I be if I lost it? We are starting to be very needy, clingy, and there's very little room then, when we are acting like that subconsciously, that there's very little room for trust. But not trust that is outside. It's trust towards ourselves. When we are attaching ourselves to things that is based on lack, we at the same time disempowering ourselves by not trusting ourselves, but thinking that we are less, that we are somehow, that we are lacking something to recreate that again. But the fact is, you did it once. Why do you not believe that you can redo it again? This isn't about money. This isn't about things. This is about how you treat yourself. Do you really believe that there is no worth in you if you wouldn't have those things? Do you believe you would feel or mean any less if you wouldn't have those things? You are worthy regardless what you have. Whether you're a multimillionaire, whether you are just scratching by, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, all those, materialistic things are making our life so much easier, much more enjoyable. It gives us somehow freedom. But that freedom doesn't come from those things. That freedom comes from you, because you made it that you can actually afford those things. You made it that you can have those things. So once you have it, why do you slip back and keep yourself small then, and believing, oh my god, I have it once, now I can't lose it because I will lose myself? Why? The minute we are having something, we are so much afraid to let it go. Stop being afraid. That's fear. When you're being so clingy, that's fear. Fear of not having enough, fear of experiencing lack, fear of not be able to do it again, fear of like not trusting yourself enough, like, oh my god, how can I trust myself? Well, how did you accomplish what you already have accomplished? Automatically, like you're disempowering yourself. The minute you put much more value to things than actually seeing your own value in it, you're creating this balance. You are creating this balance about where is you, and if you have on the pedestal things that are materialistic, like money, houses, cars, the thing is, if you will be old, not if, when, I should say when you will be old, and there will be time for you to graduate to another dimension, you won't be able to take those materialistic things with you. They belong to the 3D world. They belong to this dimension. So if you could create something in this dimension, you could recreate it again. You could have it again. There is always a lesson in it. And of course, losing something makes us so much uncomfortable. We don't like it. It's something like in our stomach, it's like, oh my god, like it's so not nice feeling. Of course it's not nice, because you worked for it. But let's say you lost a scarf, and that was a very nice scarf. In the park somewhere, you just left it behind, and you couldn't find it back, so you lost it. What if, rather than grieving about that scarf, what if in that moment you could teach yourself to feel maybe a gratitude about, okay, so somebody else needed that scarf maybe more than I did, so I hope when whoever is gonna find it and have it is going to serve them well. Send that vibration back to, send that, intention with the loss. It's not going to be easy, no way, because it's your favorite scarf, and it's just, you loved it, maybe it was a gift from a friend or from grandmother or for someone special, and you lost it. But with that scarf, again, would you behave the same if you lost 1,000 euro in a crypto? Would you feel the same uncomfortableness feeling? Would that be the same? If the answer is no, then you got to reflect on that. Why? Because money as such and the scarf doesn't have conscious mind to think about, oh my god, he is going to miss me. Oh my god, I need to come back to that. It doesn't work like that. So why would you be more uncomfortable losing 1,000 than a scarf? It's because you put more value into something else. You are creating, you are deciding what's more valuable to you and what's less. And if you have, then again, that money, that things, that materialistic things more than you, then you are creating very unhealthy relationship between yourself, number one, and number two, with the materialistic things. Like, if, money is energy. If you are creating with that energy, like with that money, the neediness, the cleanliness, but also it's based on fear, energy like that will not be sustainable. Energy like that will not want to stay. So really, you've got to reevaluate what's your approach to your things. They're amazing. Don't take me wrong. Like, all of those things are amazing. They're good. It's good to have them. They give us freedom. They make us comfortable. Makes us our lives maybe more enjoyable. They're all good things. Like, more, you know, whatever you want those things to be, they are going to be exactly those things. But you are in charge. So stop putting something above yourself. Stop seeing things like, oh my God, now I got this and I will never get it back, so I need to hold on to it. Because you're disempowering yourself. And when you are disempowering yourself, when you don't really see your value, your worth, your capacity to reproduce those things, then you're going to be afraid all the time. And that is not healthy to, number one, to create a nice, healthy relationship with yourself, to build your confidence, to believe that you are good enough. The fact is that in this planet there's no lack. Like, you look at nature, like, everything is created, everything we need, it's there. But it's what you are going to do with it. That's your choice. Let me just check my notes if I did say the majority of things I wanted to say. Oh yes, one more thing. If you are, let's say you have free money that you want to invest, and just for the future, like, investments as such, they can be risky. There is no, yes, more, like, some of the investments you will do will be probably more secure than the others. That's absolutely okay. That's absolutely fine. But for you, you're going to be out of your comfort zone anyway when you are starting to invest money. But when you do that, okay, make sure you are going to be comfortable enough. So let's say when you are investing something, the mindset is, okay, I'm investing because I want to multiply this amount of money, but I know that that the possibility of losing that money is still there, and knowing that, it still makes me uncomfortable, but I can deal with that. It's bearable. So that's when you will know how maybe allow some of your feelings and your intentions to guide you. How are you going to invest your money in the future? Rather than investing, let's say, a few thousand in one, maybe divide those thousands in, like, maybe some in crypto, some in shares, some in real estate. Just kind of have different routes of those investments. So if something goes down, you have still roots to hold you. So that's another advice that I can think of when it comes to investing and when it comes to money, and how are you going to be with losing those things? Because with that mindset of, it's not like you're trying to predict, and it's not like you're trying to, like, you know what, oh my God, like, I think I'm going to lose that, but I'm going to invest anyway. No, that's not what my intention is when I say create the intention. Is that, this is what I want. My intention is that I want to multiply those money, but if I lose it, I'm still going to be okay. I still survive. It's going to be okay. So you are detaching yourself. Okay, this is my intention. This is what I want. But if the outcome, either way, I'm going to be okay. So do you see how you minimize the devastation outcomes on yourself? That approach is going to be much more healthier for you, for your well-being. Don't put things above yourself. Don't put materialistic things on the pedestal thinking that they have much more value than you actually do. That's not true. That's illusion that you have created. That's the illusion that you're believing. It's not true. It's not true that something has more value than you do. You're a very valuable person. You're amazing. You're magical. You can do incredible things. Just remember that, okay? And don't put yourself down because you lost something. If you lost it, it means there is a lesson for it in you. Take that lesson, but don't shrink. Don't keep yourself small now. Don't close yourself off. I'm not doing it again. No, use it as your motivation. Okay, if I do it once, I'm going to do it twice. I'm going to do it again. Look at the only one name that actually comes to my head right now is Steve Jobs. He is, I don't actually know how to describe this man. Like, he's absolutely extraordinary what he did in his inventions, but who got fired from his own company? Him! He did! He created this Apple, this amazing empire, and then they fired him. Did he go and kill himself? No, he didn't. Around that time when he actually was fired, he created another 2 huge companies, very successful companies. And he was so much successful that then the company that fired him in the first place, they wanted him back. They wanted him back. And he was the CEO then. What is that if that's not a motivation? Everything is possible if you're going to make yourself available to everything that is possible. If you're going to limit yourself, if you're going to think, I can't do this again, oh my God, this is too painful, this is too hurtful, this is too uncomfortable, then that is how it's going to be. This is exactly then how it's going to be. You are co-creator of your reality. Your thoughts are everything. So please start reevaluating your own thoughts about your materialistic things. Start a little bit detaching yourself from things that are around you. They're there. It's amazing. Use them, enjoy them, love them. But don't put all of your worth onto those. Don't put like, oh my God, I won't exist if that is gone. You will. You will, you can redo it, you can do a better thing, you can do like a huge empire, if that's what you want. But don't limit yourself to the words of, I can't. Because the thing is, if this is what you're going to tell yourself, I can't, this is going to be your truth. But at the same time, if the person will tell themselves, I can, guess what? That is going to be their truth as well. So it's you decide what is going to be your truth. Okay? Wow. I hope this life somehow helped you, this video somehow helped you, because you're amazing. You are so powerful. Just all what you got to do is just believe in yourself. Believe that you can do things. And then just observe the magic then. Okay, so for today, I wish you a very, very nice day. Enjoy the rest of the day. I hope you have a nice weather. And I will see you very, very soon. Okay? You can actually find more of my videos on YouTube, on my Instagram and my Facebook page. You can also visit my website www.psychotherapykuchena.com, where you can find more information about all those videos, about myself, about what I do, about my masterclasses, and about the academy that I have created, my books. So on my website there's quite loads of information about myself, what I do, and what I love. And I love you people. Right, okay, thank you so much for today. And again, everyone have a lovely, lovely day. With loads of love, like always, and I will see you very soon.